Phenomenal experience for Corvus Energy, a young company, to work with two such established businesses and institutions as the University of British Columbia and the Alpha Group. Thank you both very much for your participation, your confidence, your trust, and your support as we not only grow our business, but work together to bring real solutions to the world in terms of energy. In that note, I'd like to identify a couple of people in particular who I think really manifested this project right from the very beginning. Brent Sauter and Jeff Davenport. Both of these gentlemen represent everything that our companies want to be and everything that the University of British Columbia represents in terms of integrity, drive, dedication, determination, and willingness to do everything it takes to bring a project like this to light. And kid yourselves not, what you see here physically on the left side of the stage is a revolution. This is a physical manifestation of things that people have been talking about for decades in terms of what we've been trying to achieve. And to actually take it to commercial reality, the amount of work it takes and the dedication on everyone's part is a phenomenal experience. Behind me, I noticed on the UBC placard, start of an evolution. What I would suggest to all of you is mark this date on your calendar, because this is the stage of the revolution, not the start of the evolution. In our experience, we started this company up basically purpose-driven to support and make a difference both to the environment and the quality of life in the marine industry on a commercial level. So such things as tugboats and workboats and ferries that you see every day that you work with. We quickly found out that combination of optimizing fuel consumption and reducing fuel consumption, increasing energy efficiency, and tying the use of energy into pragmatic applications that make sense for people every day had much broader aspects than the marine industry. In fact, what you see here, and both of Fred and Professor Tup have talked to this represents something that not only makes a difference in a sustainable city application like the University of British Columbia, one of the most sophisticated civilizations that exists, but is actually the backbone and the foundation of what will make the biggest quality of life change in 70% of the world that has no energy at all today. Imagine being in a place where you've never been able to turn on a light bulb, and now not only can you turn on a light bulb, but we can power a community. We can change the way people live their lives. Everybody here should be proud of themselves that this is the beginning of that relationship. I wake up every day grateful for the fact I have this opportunity to do my job, to work with such fantastic people, so all dedicated to changing the quality of life in the world that we live in. I'd just like to thank all of you for participating to help us get to this day today. And I see this as the beginning, certainly not at all the culmination of what we're doing. Thank you very much.
That was a very inspiring speech. Thank you so much. There are a couple of great reasons to be in this building today. There are probably, in fact, three. Being the Fred Kaiser building means a lot. Operationally, it made sense to select this building as one of the nodes for this new energy storage system. But of course, it's also the home of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. And the engineering faculty and the students would be a big part of this project by working closely with the engineers from Alpha and Corvus to hone and improve the smart grid systems. So there is nobody better than my friend and colleague André Ivanov to speak about the partnership and the role of the department. André?
Good morning, everyone, and it's a pleasure and an honor for me to welcome distinguished guests and many colleagues and friends here. So I'd like to start off by, again, my own expressing my thanks to our thinkers and doers who by coming together have created this tremendous opportunity for research, teaching and learning, and community engagement. And so we owe special thanks to our many colleagues from Alpha Technologies, with whom we've had a productive relationship for many years now, but with special thanks to Mr. Kaiser, who's really been a strong supporter of ECE here for many years. And particular thanks also to CTO Victor for his innumerable hours spent in his interactions with many of my colleagues and students. And Victor keeps us pushing our research and outcomes to be truly impactful in the real world, the world where it really matters. So, and in turn, I trust that Victor's time spent with us brings value to his company in remaining globally competitive. Special thanks also to our new partner, Corvus Energy. And this is a new relationship for us, but we trust that by associating ourselves with Corvus and their global reach, we'll also reach we will also be increasing our own local, national, and global reach. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge the support that we've received for this project from Natural Resources Canada, UBC Building Operations, and from our own Faculty of Applied Science. Finally, but certainly not the least, I'd like to thank Professor Toup and the UBC executive who have set the vision for the campus as a living lab, but not only that, but they've followed through with putting the mechanisms in place to really making it happen. Thank you all very much. So now I'd like to take just a few moments of your time to elaborate a little bit on the extent of this project. In sum, it's what we are celebrating today is a partnership between Alpha, Corvus, UBC Electrical and Computer Engineering, and Building Operations aimed at deploying a new energy storage system aimed to improve our own power grid while at the same time enabling significant novel teaching and learning opportunities. For Alpha and Corvus, such deployment should transform into an opportunity to develop, test, and demonstrate their products of the future. Now, a driver for this partnership was actually a preceding campus as a living lab project known as the Bioenergy Research and Demonstration Facility, which was officially inaugurated only a few months ago. And so this project today began with UBC's quest for emergency backup power for the Bioenergy Research Demonstration Facility to allow controlled shutdown of the facility in the event of a grid-wide power failure. So the new Alpha Corvus energy storage node is designed to harness power and to store it for times of peak demand or emergency backup for the facility. So in that sense, one component of the project is to demonstrate an at-scale application of the technology. A second node of this deployment is the National Center of Excellence building. And this one will store and distribute power to mass spectrometers. These are instruments that are vital for research in a variety of areas at UBC, including medicine, biology, astronomy, geology, environmental sciences, and pharmacy, to name just a few. And so these are expensive instruments, extremely sensitive to fluctuations in current and power interruptions, which can result in costly repair and downtime, a situation, therefore, that should be mitigated by this new system. So hence, the deployment is meant to generally improve the research efficacy here at UBC. A third installation is right here in the Kaiser building, where ECE faculty and students will get to play with their partners from Corvus and Alpha to further develop this technology so as to take it to new levels of performance. And finally, overseeing these nodes, as in any sophisticated system, will be a software supervisory management system that will allow us to efficiently integrate the greener but less predictable power from the bioenergy facility into the UBC grid so as to serve the campus as a whole. So this energy system, storage system, is a foundational piece in which we can perform further research so as to develop and test new technologies required for the effective integration of renewable energy sources into the power grid. Research into these possibilities are already underway and include projects such as renewable power architecture, advanced grid emulation, and monitoring for building scale energy systems, and integrating the DC power into a power grid, integrating DC power into the power grid. So at the moment, we have more than 7 faculty members and more than 40 students, graduate students, already working directly or indirectly on this project. But where does this project really fit in the bigger picture, and where does it fit with respect to sustainability is the question, because sustainability has been one of the major UBC commitments that has given birth to this project. As John Robinson, our UBC sustainability expert and leader, would say, true sustainability is a comprehensive notion that encompasses the natural environment and the whole gamut of human activities. For such comprehensive sustainability to be achieved, tight coupling or interconnections between nature, humans, and technology are necessary. So here in this company, I will allow myself to be bold. Who is providing the backbone for such necessary interconnectivity? And I'll claim it's electrical and computer engineers. We've invented the internet as we all know it today. The next generation is all about the Internet of Things, where things are all interconnected to act smartly together, smartly together, which is a necessary element for green or sustainable systems. But it doesn't stop there. EC experts and visionaries today are now talking about the Internet of Everything. In the Internet of Everything, humans are also intricately and constantly connected to the Internet, possibly through brain or other implants. Science fiction, you say. Well, electrical and computer engineers have transformed a lot of science fiction into reality of late, so stay posted. The exciting part of this project is between Alpha, Corvus, and UBC is a great positive steps towards the Internet of Everything, and thereby making the world locally and globally a more sustainable place, and so a better place for all. Thank you.
I'm only an aerospace engineer by training, and I'm feeling completely inadequate. Thank you very much all for coming. Thank you to our partners, Alpha Technology, the Kaiser Foundation, Corvus Energy, and of course my friends and colleagues from UBC Building Operations. I'd like also to mention and thank PowerTech for their support to the Living Lab project. And I do believe that this partnership will create a lot of new and exciting new developments, very much like the biomass plant has been triggering a number of other innovations at UBC. This will be continuing the wave, and I'm very excited about the next steps. That concludes our formal announcement today. I'll encourage everybody to go and enjoy the reception on my left, and for the partners, we'll stay here for pictures. We're going to turn the power on, and it's going to work. Excellent.
Do it from there?
Yeah.
So when we walked in, somebody handed us one of those remote controls, so I have no idea what's going to happen when we push it. So if it works as a fluke, is that one of those?